Today, I'm going to show you how I turned this beautiful pin. We're going to start out by cutting the blank down to size on the bandsaw. I've made thousands of pins over the years, and this is a little jig that I made that has all the different pin kits that I use on it to make sure the blanks get cut down to the right size. Today, I'm going to use a few new tools that I haven't used before to help with this process. So we're just going to mark out the rough center. The blanks are not square, so it won't be perfectly centered on the blank, but we have plenty of wood for the pin kit that we're going to be working with. I got the Woodpeckers Pen Mill CI kit. This has all of the inserts that you'll need for the different size barrels, as well as this nice cutter head. I selected the one that fit the barrel of the pen that I'm working on, and the cutter head uses carbide inserts, so it works extremely well. We'll get the brass tube glued into the pen blank, and then get that over to the drill press where we can install the cutter head into the drill press. We'll just drill, and that's going to trim up the pen blank to the brass tubes that we have there. You can see this beautiful cut. This is a piece of burl, which is notorious for wanting to chip out, and that left a beautifully clean cut. I've used a lot of pen mills in the past, and a lot of them want to chip out or tear out, especially once you get down to the brass tube, but this one left really nice shavings and cut perfectly clean as well. So that's definitely really nice to see, and a huge upgrade over what it is that I've used before. So we got that all done. Now we'll take that over to the lathe, get everything unscrewed, and then chuck in the Woodpeckers pen mandrel. This is the nicest pen mandrel I have ever used, and I have used a lot of them. All of them have some sort of issue, whether it's the chuck coming loose and not being able to hold the rod while you're turning, making everything a little bit loose, or the rod bowing when you put pressure on it, causing it to turn out of center. This one had absolutely no issues and is definitely the nicest pen mandrel that I have used. Using the Jet MIDI lathe here, I love this lathe because it has the digital RPM control there. That way you're not messing with changing belts or anything like that. When starting to turn, you want to turn your RPM down. That way you're not going to chip out the blank or anything while you're turning it round. Once it's turned round, you can then speed it up. That way you get a nice clean cut. The higher the speed, generally, the cleaner the cut that you get. You need to just make sure that you take things nice and carefully. You can see those nice shavings that we're getting off of there as well, and you can see that pen mandrel spinning perfectly centered. The live center works out really well, provides nice pressure against the bushings, and it works out perfectly. So now that we have everything really round, we can turn that speed up. And you can see I'm just trying to smooth things out. There are a few spots that I end up with little high areas, but we can get those all smoothed out. So now that I have everything round, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for a detail tool, and this is going to allow me to get right up against those bushings and make sure that I have everything all turned down to that size. So those bushings are the size of the pen kit that I'm going to be using. So we got everything turned and then took just a single final pass to smooth everything out. And now I'll begin sanding. Starting out with 120 grit here. First I'll have the lathe turned down to about 1,000 RPMs or so. Once I've got it where I want it, I'll turn the lathe off and then sand with the grain of the wood and then switch out, going all the way up to 320 grit. So sanding is definitely one of the most important things, and you always want to make sure that you sand with the grain as well. So we got all of the sanding done. I'll clean it up with mineral spirits just to get any dust off there, and you can start to see that beautiful pen blank turning out. I just used a dry towel to help speed up that drying process, and I personally don't really like a shiny finish on pens, so I just use a beeswax finish that I really like. So it goes on, I put it on before turning the lathe on, that way I don't wear the finish, and then just buff it all off to a nice matte finish. And I absolutely love the way that this pen turned out. There's so many colors in there, and I think it looks absolutely great. Now we can get the pen all assembled. I'm using the PSI Magnetic Vertex Rollerball Kit. It's one of my absolute favorites and one that I've made hundreds of times, and this one turned out great. This is going to be a gift for the holidays for a family member, so I certainly hope that they enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making them. Pen turning is one of those things that I absolutely love, and it's definitely really satisfying to use a pen that you have made. If you haven't ever turned a pen before, hopefully this video gives you a little bit of a kick. It's definitely a lot of fun and something that I would highly recommend to anybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Have a great day, everyone. If you love this type of content, be sure to subscribe right over here and click right over here for more great videos.